there are other ways you're compared to Sammy as well, and part of that is the racial dynamic. Obviously, Sammy hanging with the Rat Pack, sometimes people say he was too close to white audiences. White people like him too much.
Which is so weird to me, because last time I checked, when you are performing, you step on stage, you aren't hiding this side of your face or hiding yourself from this camera just so these people can check you out.
Yeah.
You step on stage because you go, I want as many people as possible to see what I can do. You know, it's that vanity thing that an actor has.
Yeah.
Look at what I can do, Mom. You want everybody to see that, not just a niche. So I'm an actor who's a black man. I'm black in the morning, I'm black at night. I'll be black when I die. I was black when I was born. I'm black when I pay my taxes.
You're definitely black when you didn't fill that coffee pot.
Oh yeah, hell no.
I want to point that out. Did I mention that?
No, in fact, I'm gonna be so black though that when I go back, I'm just gonna break it. I'm out. HuffPost. Just walk. Yo, take it. Thank you very much.
This coffee is real nice.
See? But that's it. So I've even learned to deal with that because, you know, for years, especially going back to, you know, the HPL show thing, which I was so happy to do, man. Dave.
Before we talk to Dave, talk about Paul Mooney though, because Paul Mooney when he said that you made Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X. Which
is something that when I see it on Twitter, and undoubtedly, because I always know when the Chappelle show airs in reruns, I always know on Twitter because a whole stream of it will come up.
Right.
And the fact of the matter is I could front and be very, very, oh, I love that, it's absolutely great. I'll be completely honest. It irritates me to no end.
I can imagine.
When people lock you into this one thing, and when someone who doesn't get the ironic bent on what that joke is, when I look at my Twitter feed and some guy goes, haha, Wayne Brady makes Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X, and it's this kid in Iowa. If I could talk to that kid in Iowa, go, what, do you even know what that means?
Right.
And do you know the joke that Mooney was making, which I've told Paul, that's a whack-ass joke, it was stupid, and it had no basis.
How did he respond? First of all, were y'all friends when he made that joke?
No, not really.
Okay, so it wasn't like an inside joke. No, but I mean, it wasn't like an inside joke or he's my homie.
Oh, no, there was no inside in it. He meant what he said, and Paul, God bless him, is a cornerstone of black cultural comedy. And you know, he was part of the generation with Pryor. You know, he's there. So I would never disrespect Mr. Mooney in that end. But for someone of his knowledge and his time in the business and his world experience, I would hope, to say that because I'm not the dude on camera or in life with a gun stuck in my waistband, calling a woman a bitch, calling someone out of their name, looking like I'm in trouble, I don't do this, that makes me less black. I've always, my entire life, I've actually had a problem with that because of the grandmother that kept me out the streets. Also made sure the #1 rule in my house was speak to be understood, because that's how you get a job. My father was a drill sergeant in the United States Army.
Interesting.
If I would have, hey dad, you know, nigga, obviously, his fist would have gone through all the way back and back again. So I learned this is how I'm going to comport myself. Now it doesn't mean that I can't.
But I think it's just about comportment, right? I think it's also about white audiences. There's a deep skepticism in our community, in our tradition, when too many white people like you. You know what I mean?
8, 9, 10, 12. Now you're out.
That's too many, right? And that's what it is. And it's also because you were performing. So you're dancing and singing, and white people are clapping,
shuck and jiving thing,
and that's the worry.
And I get it, but the thing is, the way that I see it, I've never shucked and jived. You could Google and YouTube, there's not one clip of me going, hi y'all, it's like this. In fact, if anything, if you really want to get deep with it, watch any number of hip hop artists. And to me, which you got your chains and you got this, because it never, that's you. You're cooning.
You can make an argument that a Little John video back in maybe 10 years ago was far closer to the minstrel tradition.
Oh my God.
Than a Wayne Brady song.
Yeah, because Wayne Brady, now I speak of myself in the third person, that when I'm doing an improvisational song, I'm going off of what the audience has given me. And it's not anything going, hi, I hope y'all all do like me. No, it's, in fact, if anything, I chose improv and gravitated towards it after because I find it's one of the hardest, smartest realms of comedy. That I can stand on stage and stand there for 2 hours and I can make up a show. I can make up a show for 2 hours and not repeat, and it's never the same show that I've done in the past 12 years. So that being said, you tell me how that's cooning.
Right. And that's such a quintessentially black tradition to do. It's not as if you're drawing from a white European tradition. You're drawing from black improvisational, black dance.
Exactly.
It's amazing.